Hey, what is going on, everybody? Tom from Tom's Randomness and Tomsgolddirt.com getting ready to go through a $20 bag lot from Buckeye Gold Coin and Jewelry Exchange here in Lancaster, Ohio. They have these available at times, and the last time I was in there, or actually they may have called me and said, hey, they had some in. I can't remember. But anyway, last time I was in there, or they called me, I said, hey, please hold one for me. And I picked this up for $20, as you can see. And I am attempting to fill this book. I've been attempting to fill this book for some years now. I don't know how long exactly, but obviously missing the SVDB and the 1909S. But we have quite a few of these filled already. Just a few holes that are yet to be filled. And this is a 1909 through 1940S. So I think hopefully I'll fill this before, you know, my kids are too old, so maybe they'll help me get that 1909 SVDB one day. Who knows? Maybe I'll be cool and find my dad a 1916D Mercury dime. I've already told that story before, but anyway, I'm gonna dig into this. I'm gonna sort them out by date, and if I find anything super cool, I'll let you know at the end. All right, well that took over an hour to do. So here's what we have. As you can see, we have mostly 50s. Two columns of rows, whatever, of 50s. It is now after midnight, by the way, so I am extremely tired. I stayed up all night last night. Whatever. This is all the stuff I pulled out. This is all corroded stuff I would not pass on to somebody else. I keep all of my pre-82 copper, and then I have a separate bag of pre-82 copper that is corroded. The highest percentage of date is the 1953. I had the most of those. 1942 is pretty tall. I could have made a second stack there, but 58s I thought would be the most popular, and it's actually not even in the top 5. I did find a 1910 right here, so that was a good find. A 1910 early coin. Second year of issue of the Memorial Cent, and let me check if it had a mint mark. I don't think it did. Nope. One of the most valuable Lincoln cents I ever owned was a 1910S, and the 1910S I had was an MS65 red brown, and of course this book ain't gonna tell us red brown, but this is also out of date, by the way. These coin values are significant. Higher. So 1910S, yeah, MS63 is 120 bucks. The coin I sold for 150 bucks. But it was an MS65 red brown. I wish I never sold it. Never sell them when you get coins like that, because they could be significantly more valuable. Maybe I'll put in what a 1910S would be right now. But the coolest thing I think I found was this guy right here. This is a lamination error. If I can get that to focus. Yeah, maybe. Come on. There you go. Oh, wait, is that it? Yeah, that's it. I don't know if I'll get it to focus. Oh, there you go. It's hard to see it, but once I do move it around, let me see if I can find it on here. Is it on the back? Oh, wait, it wasn't the 20S. What one was it? Sorry. What was that one? It wasn't the 20S. That's the 20S. It was the 21S, maybe. Or, no, it's a 20. It's just a plain date 20. It's got a lamination error with the planchet. So I'll have to look that up. That might be the most valuable thing I found. You can't tell, but the planchet it's a bad planchet. So that's a pretty cool find. I'll keep that off the side. I'll look that up. Found some steel. No varieties. No varieties at all, in fact. Some steel. 2 decent ones. The rest were, circulated. Pretty good. And, yeah, so I had no 1909s. I kind of didn't expect that, but we had some 1910s. A lot of 1920s. Significant amount of 1920s. 1930s. And these are the 1940s and 50s. And I believe that 1920 planchet error might be the best find I have. there's, you know, when you get these, you're getting, I forget how many pennies it equates to. There's 3.1 penny weights, and I'll tell you all this stuff at the end. So stay tuned for that. Before I jump into the closing of the video here, I wanted to tell you guys kind of like a valuation, because I don't think I did that when I was doing it, and I'm about to edit this video and I realized I didn't do that. Probably between this is a wide spread, so bear with me, between $25 and $35. Obviously having that coin that's worth between $2 to $8 blends to a bigger spread when you're trying to do a rough estimate value. But there was, you know, like the 39 is between a 50 and 75-cent coin. And if you go to eBay, people pay $1 for these things. So 50 cents or $1 shipped or whatever, depending on what they need. Obviously the 1910 was a decent coin, but it had a high mintage. So, you know, just because it's old doesn't necessarily make it more valuable. It's probably a 20-cent coin. And the majority of these in a decent grade, VG or higher, you know, VF or higher, are probably 10 cents. So if you took that whole bag of pennies, however many it might have been, I don't know. I should tell you how many I got. I don't know. There's definitely more than $20 in value, because coin stores don't want to sort through them. There could be a 1909. I've found 1909s on videos. There could be really any number of things. The 1910S I had, I honestly think I got that out of a wheat cent roll. I can't remember though, but when I had it graded, and I think I might have mentioned it in the video at some point, the 1910S I had it graded and it came back like MS64 or MS65. I ended up selling that coin, I believe, for $150, 135 to $150. But when you pay for the PCGS grading through the coin company I went through, it was like $35 or $45 to get it graded, and you know, all of those things. So if you found it in a wheat cent roll, like I think I did, but I can't remember, it was so long ago, and you paid, you know, whatever, let's say you paid $10 for unsearched wheat cent roll off of eBay, and you got a 1910S or 1909 or whatever uncirculated coin like that, it just makes it exciting. So I strongly encourage you, if you want to get into coin collecting as a hobby, again, not financial advice, but you know, some of these coins are worth a lot more money than they were when your grandpa was using them to buy his groceries. So definitely, I guess you could look at it as an investment as well. But I'm gonna fast forward to the part where I already filmed and close this out. Alright, so I went ahead and popped in the two that I found that would fill my, well, the only two I found that would actually be good for my book. I was able to upgrade one of my coins, I can't remember which one it was. And also, I could have upgraded this 19S, I didn't even think about it. This one is you know, it's pretty crummy. It's got a good details, but it's seen some usage there. But that 20 that we found, that 20 lamination error on eBay, these go from $2 to $8, and this is a pretty daggone good example. So I'm gonna put that in my 20 slot and put that in the mystery bags, just because I don't know, it'd be cool to have that slab, because I found it obviously on YouTube, so I might slab that, who knows. It's not that great of a coin, definitely circulated. The wheat stocks are pretty worn. But anyway, I'm super tired because my daughter decided to lose her first tooth last night, and she seemed to think she was going to catch the tooth fairy, so she stayed up super late, and her brothers stayed up super late, and they were co-conspiring to catch the tooth fairy. And I told her if she didn't go to sleep, the tooth fairy would never come, and she would never get her money for her tooth. And so she's like, well, then I'll just put the tooth on the table, and then the tooth fairy will come. And literally within an hour after they put the tooth on the table, they all gave up and went to bed, which made my job as tooth fairy, I had to call it tooth fairy. In case some of you kids were watching, I actually called the tooth fairy to let them know that put the tooth on the table. And anyway, tooth fairy came, put the money there, and I didn't go to sleep for some reason. I couldn't sleep. So I'm super tired. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know my energy was low. I'm sorry about that, but I had a ton of fun going through all those coins, and you just never know what you're going to get. Go to your local coin store, you know, give them some of your money in exchange for some of their money, which their money is probably cool. So it's probably much cooler than the new money we have now. Anyway, or you can go to my website, get yourself a mystery coin grab bag. I do have, there will be some wheat cents in most of them, unless it's like there's a higher value coin where I can't put the wheat cent roll in there because of the value, etc., whatever. But I try to put them in every single one because that's just the most fun in the bag, even though you could find literally anything in some of these. So there are going to be a lot of coin grabs that are similar in makeup just because of the price points I'm hitting, but I try to mix the dates and you know, mix the coins up so you get something different. If you order like 3 or 4 of them, I'll try to make them more custom so you get a better variety. However, if I made a bunch of them up and you ordered a bunch of them and they were similar, that would be why. Other than that though, what are your thoughts on this as far as a hobby? It is probably the cheapest thing to collect as far as pennies go. It's super fun. I've literally filled this whole book, and Violet wants me to pet her, from Mr. Coin Grab Bags from Buckeye Gold. So it's pretty exciting. Maybe I found one on an eBay roll. I don't know. But yeah, good luck. God bless. I'm going to bed, and I'll see you on the next one.